Hi, it's Ra, Rishi Kavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology, here to give the astrological forecast for Monday, March 2nd, 2026. Well, it's the day before yet another big eclipse. Tomorrow is the full moon, lunar eclipse in Virgo, and as is usual before an eclipse, it's pretty intense. In fact, today is doubly so because it's what I call a chameleon day. It's a day where more than one planet changes signs. Let me explain. The sun today is at 11, moving to 12 degrees of mystical, magical, often escapist, but highly creative and intuitive water sign Pisces. The moon begins the day in the very late degrees of grand and glorious fire sign Leo. In fact, the moon at 29 degrees of Leo makes a direct opposition to Mars, the planet of energy and often conflict, which is sitting in the very last degree of Aquarius, 29 degrees of Aquarius. That is not a lot of fun. It's my mother would say, don't get up on the wrong side of the bed, meaning angry. That occurs early, though, 4:27 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:27 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 12:27 a.m. or p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And then the moon moves into the practical and hyper-organized and often very critical, but generally service-oriented Earth sign of Virgo. I'm in my green jacket here for Earth sign of Virgo today. Maybe I'll win the Masters next month. You can never tell. They give out a green jacket. The moon moves into Virgo at 4:34 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:34 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 12:34 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And then, because of course the moon and Mars were opposite each other, the Mars also changes signs, moving into Pisces, where we now have 4 planets in Pisces. 6:16 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:16 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 2:16 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Mars in Pisces can be an aid. It can be a healing kind of energy. Many doctors and healers have Mars, their natal Mars in Pisces, but otherwise it can just fog us out even more. So be a little careful as we go through this month. Okay, so then the first aspect that the moon makes once it's in Virgo is an awkward inconjunct, 150-degree adapt, adjust, accommodate angle, as I put it, to Neptune, the planet of dreams and visions, and the ruling planet of Pisces, which is Fog City. 6:31 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:31 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2:31 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Seek clarity in the morning, please. The next aspect is the moon at 1 degree of Virgo in yet another awkward inconjunct, this one to Saturn, the planet of discipline and structure, at 1 degree of Aries. So get yourself organized as best you can in the morning. 7:58 a.m. Pacific Standard Time is when that's exact. 10:58 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 3:58 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Finally, midday into the afternoon, the third inconjunct of the day occurs, the moon at 4 degrees of Virgo inconjunct Pluto, the Lord of concentrated power and hopefully transformation if we face down those issues, at 4 degrees of Aquarius. Not a lot of fun. You may have power issues with people. Be careful. 12:43 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3:43 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 8:43 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And thankfully, that's it for the rest of the day. We have the eclipse very early tomorrow. So good luck today. Just be as clear as you can possibly be. Organizing yourself helps under a Virgo moon. I'm Ra, Rishi Kavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology. Now, if you'd like to have a personal reading with me and see what these eclipses and the rest of 2026 is going to do for you, please book it on my website, starpresence.net. Remember, from the very moment that you're born, you've got star presence. Enjoy today, no matter what.